Alright, what's up, guys? So, Wrestlemania has uploaded a video titled 10 Worst WWE Wrestler WrestleMania Records. Uploaded a few days ago. So, this was right after WrestleMania, I think. Wait, let me check real quick. Okay, so yeah, Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore, but before I even get into this video, what's up with WWE firing first off, Bo Dallas. I was speaking on Bo Dallas for the longest. Like, bruh, they need to do something with him and Bray Wyatt. Like, I don't know why they're like, for some reason, they're like, oh, we ain't gonna, now they unfired him. This Samoa Joe, then the Iconics. I'm like, fam, you guys, why are you firing wrestlers that we watch and then y'all got like, I mean, like, the wrestlers you guys got now, like, we watching them, but I'm saying, like, bruh, it's where they bring back them, like, legends. It's like, no disrespect to the legends, but I'm like, are you guys paying them some, like, crazy check to come back, and then you firing these wrestlers? And it's like, man, it's wild. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out this video, guys. If you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Wrestlemania for more videos like this. And then that being said, let's get into this video. Let's see full screen. There we go.
It's well established that certain superstars have some amazing WrestleMania win-loss records. Most notably the Undertaker, who was undefeated for 21 wins before he finally lost at WrestleMania 30.
I was like, I had to look at that a few times because I did not watch that WrestleMania. And I didn't think that Undertaker was gonna lose, but when I had read it on Wikipedia, and when they said Brock Lesnar defeated Undertaker, I'm like, they made a typo. No, they did not. And then I was checking social media, and yeah, once I seen that he had lost, I was like, hey yo, like what just happened? Like and this was like WrestleMania 30. I think I was an adult at this. It was 7 years ago. So how old would I have been 7 years old? Overall, I was an old enough age. I wasn't like I was a kid and stuff when I was watching it. But yeah, when I heard that he lost, I'm like, I'm that kid mad because I'm like, why would you guys do that? Like,
But in contrast, there have been some superstars who have had absolutely horrendous WrestleMania records, and some of the names on this list are kind of surprising as they're WWE legends, and there's also some that have never won.
That's crazy.
But which ones were they? Well, join us now as Wrestlemania looks at 10 of the worst WrestleMania superstar records of all time. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 10, Cody Rhodes, 1 and 5. Cody Rhodes has suffered 5 losses at Mania and has only won on the grandest stage once. That victory would come at WrestleMania 27, where he defeated Rey Mysterio in perhaps the biggest victory of his entire WWE career. His losses would come at WrestleMania 26, where he would lose a triple threat match which involved Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase.
I remember that.
At WrestleMania 28, he would lose to The Big Show, losing the Intercontinental title in the process. At WrestleMania 30, he would fail to win the inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And finally, at WrestleMania 31 and 32 respectively, Cody would be part of the Intercontinental Championship ladder match, but failed to win on both occasions. Now, I know some of you wouldn't include the Andre the Giant.
Yeah, because I'm like, it is what it is, but yeah, it's like probably with those other matches, you think like that's probably why he left, and it was like how they were overall like displaying him, and like AEW, they got him over there like as a king, but here they're WWE, they're like, no, you ain't no king. It's like if you ain't named Triple H or your last name isn't named McMahon. It's like, yeah, it's like you can even come from like a legendary family, which he has, and they're like, nope, don't matter.
Memorial Battle Royal, but on this list, well, we are, so deal with it. Number 9, Crush, 0 and 4. Crush has unfortunately never won a match at Mania, having a record of 4 losses and 0 wins. His first loss came at WrestleMania 7 in 91 alongside Smash of Demolition, as he would lose against the duo of Junichiro Tenryu and Koji Kitao. At WrestleMania 9, he would lose to Doink the Clown after he double appeared, and at WrestleMania 10, he would lose against the legendary Macho Man Randy Savage. His final loss came at WrestleMania 13, when he would be part of the losing team of the Nation of Domination in a Chicago street fight against the Legion of Doom and Ahmed Johnson. Number 8, Finley at 0
Dang,
and 4.
Finley?
Although Finley was
He?
heavily featured in the Ruthless Aggression era, he sadly never was able to secure a victory at Mania.
Wow.
His first loss came at WrestleMania 22 and 23 respectively, where he had failed to win the Money in the Bank ladder matches. He would then lose
That's
a
crazy.
Belfast brawl against JBL at WrestleMania 24 before once again failing to win the
Dang,
Money
I
in the
forgot
Bank
about
match
that
at
match.
WrestleMania 25. Number 7, the Dudley Boys.
The
0
Dudley
and 5.
Boys?
The Dudley Boys are without question one of the greatest tag teams of all
I
time.
know, like-
However, a victory at WrestleMania has eluded them for their entire
Wow.
careers. Their first loss would come at WrestleMania 16 in a triangle ladder match, and then they would once again lose in the now legendary TLC 2 match at WrestleMania 17. At WrestleMania
That's
18
crazy.
and 20, they would lose a fatal 4-way tag match on both occasions. Their final WrestleMania appearance came at WrestleMania 32 to the Usos in a match on the kickoff show. Now, the Dudley Boys' record of 0 and 5 is extremely surprising for such a legendary
Wow.
tag team.
I know,
Number
that's
6,
crazy.
Sasha Banks, 0
Bruh.
and 6. Now, although Sasha
I know,
Banks
and
is
she
one of the
just
top
lost.
stars in the women's division
Dang.
in WWE, she has famously never secured a victory at WrestleMania. Her
And
first
you know
Mania
they're
match
gonna
took-
run with that when she does like winning things. They need to have it where she just has like some underdog story, and then she gets to WrestleMania and she wins something. I feel like this is what they need to do with Sasha Banks. Like, now that she done lost the championship, now she has to like really prove herself that she's like WrestleMania worthy. Give every other woman a title, or just overall have it where they just get their championship, regardless of whether it takes a year or it takes a little bit longer. But they need to have it where Sasha Banks is just straight dominance. Like, nah, this girl, she overall gets this loss she was happy. It's like, that's why I was like, the one of the videos that was going viral when WrestleMania was when she was smiling looking up at Bianca Belair. But I'm like, no, this needs to be they need to write it where Sasha Banks ain't playing. She is dead serious about all of this, and and they need to have it where she be selling some promos. Like, they need to have it where this girl, she's just dominant, okay? They can do it. It's possible, all right? And Sasha Banks got it in her. So I'm saying it's that's what they need to start doing with these wrestlers rather than firing them. Because I'm like, man, they ain't going to get you guys nowhere. It's my thing is rather than firing these wrestlers, give them a dope storyline, post it on YouTube. Y'all done made the money that you guys done lost. One of the biggest YouTube, I need to see how many subscribers that
WrestleMania
YouTube
32,
has.
where she would lose in a triple threat match between herself, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. The following year, she would lose a fatal 4-way match, which also involved Bayley, Nia Jax, and once again Flair. At WrestleMania 34, she would be involved in the Women's Battle Royal, where she would at least make it to the Final 4, but unfortunately didn't secure the win. At WrestleMania 35, herself and Bayley lost the Women's Tag Team titles, which would lead to Sasha taking a leave of absence from the company. At WrestleMania 36, she would lose another match, this time a fatal 5-way elimination match, and she wouldn't even make it to the Final 2. Her 6th loss would come at WrestleMania 37, when she would lose the SmackDown Women's Championship to Bianca Belair, giving her one of the worst records in WrestleMania history.
I know, that was crazy.
WrestleMania 38
She got hit with her tail,
Number 5,
ponytail.
Tito Santana, 1
Dang.
and 7. Tito Santana managed to win the first ever match at WrestleMania 1 when he defeated the Executioner. However, following this victory, Santana would lose at the next 7 consecutive WrestleMania events. At WrestleMania 2, Santana would team with the Junkyard Dog and would lose to the Funk Brothers in a tag match. At WrestleMania 3, he would once again lose, this time in a 6-man tag. At WrestleMania 4, as part of Strikeforce, he would lose the tag titles to Demolition. A year later at WrestleMania 5, Strikeforce would lose once again at WrestleMania, this time to the Brainbusters. And after that, Santana would then lose his next 3 singles matches, with losses to the Barbarian, the Mountie, and Shawn Michaels, all leaving
That's
Santana
crazy.
a record of 1 win and 7 losses.
That's crazy.
Number 4, Jeff Hardy, 1 and 6. Jeff Hardy has only managed to win one single time at WrestleMania. This occurred at WrestleMania 33 when he returned with
That's
Brother
crazy.
Matt and won the tag team
I
titles.
know, I was watching
Other than
that.
that one
I was
victory,
like, man.
Jeff has lost a total of 7 times on the grandest stage. He would lose at WrestleMania 16, 17, and 18 alongside Matt. He would then compete at WrestleMania 23 as a solo star, losing in the Money in the Bank ladder match. At WrestleMania 25, he would lose in a match against his own
Yeah, I
brother
remember
Matt,
that.
and his final loss came at WrestleMania 35, where he would be eliminated in the annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Number 3, Shelton Benjamin.
And Shelton
1-8.
Benjamin,
The
that's
Shelton
like, but he be throwing himself like, you know, out there and stuff when he be doing them WrestleMania matches. But they need to have it where dude be, what they say he won one, but I'm like he should have won more than that. It's like, fam, what y'all doing?
Benjamin has had some extremely memorable WrestleMania moments,
Dang.
and most of them have come in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yep.
And sadly, Benjamin's win-loss record at WrestleMania is extremely poor. His only win at Mania came at WrestleMania 19, where himself and Charlie Haas would retain the tag titles. At WrestleMania 20, he would lose alongside Haas in a fatal four-way match.
It's like WrestleMania
21,
19.
22, 24, 25, and 26, Benjamin would come up short in the Money in the Bank match, although he often stole the show in the majority of those appearances. Benjamin's final two losses came at WrestleMania 34 and 35 respectively,
Crazy.
where he would come up short in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, leaving him with a WrestleMania record of 1 win and 8 losses.
Crazy.
Number 2, Dolph Ziggler, 1
Wow.
9. Dolph Ziggler
10
has only
WrestleManias
managed to
and he
secure
only won
one
one.
victory at Mania, leaving him with a terrible record of 1 win and a total of 9 losses.
That's
His only victory
crazy.
came at WrestleMania 28, where he was a part of Team Johnny. Not exactly a
Wow.
great win. He would lose
I
his
know.
first match at WrestleMania 26 when he competed in the Money in the Bank match.
Dang.
WrestleMania 27, he would lose in a tag match against John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki. At WrestleMania 29,
Wow.
himself and Biggie
I
would lose
remember that
against
too.
Team Hell No. For WrestleMania 30, he would be eliminated in the Battle Royal. At WrestleMania 31 and 32, he would lose a ladder match for the IC Championship.
I
and
remember
once again
that.
failed to win the Battle Royal at WrestleMania 33 and 34 before his final loss came during his only singles match in his entire
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania career, when he would lose to Otis at WrestleMania 36.
That was a good match too.
And number 1, Goldust,
Dang.
0 and 9. Goldust has wrestled a total of 9 times at WrestleMania and has never won a single match. His first Mania appearance
Messed
came at
up.
WrestleMania 12, where he
Bro,
would lose to
what?
Roddy Piper. At WrestleMania 13, he would lose to Triple H. At WrestleMania
Wow.
14, he would lose a mixed tag contest. At 15, in
Wow.
1999, he would lose a fatal four-way match, which was for the IC title. At WrestleMania 18, he failed to capture the hardcore title from Maven. And finally, at WrestleMania 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34, he
That's
would fail to win the
crazy.
Battle Royal every
That's why he
single
at
time,
AEW.
giving him a grand total of
Man,
9
been in
losses.
business that long
The
and
worst
he hasn't
record
won
in
one WrestleMania. I mean,
history.
it ain't the
Well, there you have
real
it, folks.
reason, but
10
I'm
of the
just
worst
saying, like,
WrestleMania
one
superstar
probably one of
records
the
all
reasons.
time. Be sure to leave your comments down below. We'll see you next time with
That's
some
wild.
more wrestling content.
It's like get all the way there just for you to lose that many times. I'm like, that's crazy, man. Dang, I didn't even see if this was. Hold on for a second.
For the IC title.
Okay.
At WrestleMania 18, he
Audio was playing because I was like, I needed to see if it was because I was like, bro, I've been so upset. I made that mistake of not turning on the audio or switching it to my headphones when like doing a video and thing. So WWE got 75 million subscribers. They just uploaded a video. They uploaded a few videos. One getting 18,000 views, another one getting 3,000 views. And then there was a full match. It was the I Quit match with John Cena and Batista with over 662,000 views. So my thing is that if you guys had overall one of the wrestlers that you fight, let's say Bo Dallas for an example. Let's say if, okay, you can't give Bo Dallas TV time. You guys got a YouTube channel. Use it. My thing is like rather than, I mean, yeah, post the matches and stuff, post like the clips and all that and all the other extra stuff. But have it where like Bo Dallas, like you guys have a promo worked up for him. Or the Iconics, or freaking Samoa Joe, where it's like, you know, it's like this man's training to get back in the ring or something. Because that, my thing is like, that's going to cause some attention. That's going to cause people to start going to the channel and stuff. And it's like, I don't know who y'all got running all of this, but it's somebody messing up. Somebody is messing up big time. So I'm like, I don't know if it's Vince McMahon. I don't know who it is, but dang, y'all is messing up. But anyways, yeah, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.